So from what I do understand, and that is assuming that you and I establish a common ground, that there is a free market problem, right? That since India is in the movement from a primary sector to a secondary manufacturing sector, we are more inclined to create people who would be helpful in the manufacturing end of things. And therefore, at least as far as engineers go, they sort of are accommodated on that front. I'm more curious if the societal discourse around it sort of also adds to the problem. And I mean, the question is pretty self-evident. The answer is, in some sense, yes. But what I'm really looking for here is, what should society's response be to arts? Or to put it more specifically, why are arts great? How do they compete against
the arts? Mm-hmm. So I was at this science festival a couple of months ago. I still don't know why they invited me, but I think they wanted a humanities perspective on arts, because there seems to be more of a consensus right now that the sciences can learn from the arts, and that the arts can help the sciences or can learn from the sciences. At any rate, there can be some amount of commingling. So the consensus seems right now to be that the engineers that are coming out of Indian schools and colleges, they lack communication skills. And communication skills are loosely defined as something that belong in the humanities front. And since the internet is it's a place where you have to be a good communicator at the very least. You have to be able to come up with ideas, but also communicate them effectively. So humanities are an area where I think a lot of science streamers can get something that is useful for them. The rest of the question was what?
So, I mean, I'm an art student myself. I study liberal arts, right? My areas of study are economics and psychology primarily, which is what my majors are. I am still at school here at Columbia University in New York City.
Okay. But I saw that on your bio.
Right. I also have, my interests are philosophy, history, sociology, anthropology, but even politics for that matter, but I approach them very sideways using the lens of economics and psychology. It will be fair to say that I'm an art student, and I have never for once questioned why I'm doing arts. Right. And I mean, the communication aspect is all well and fine. My intent with that question is to ask, what is it that studying arts give that studying a specific pointed specialized science, be that construction engineering, civil engineering, does not?
So in this thread that I wrote a few years ago, that I was talking about, the one that went viral, and because of which my bio contains angry art student, I had written about how the disciplines that you're pursuing, economics, psychology, etc., are foundational to human civilization. And you can build as high a bridge as you want, as high a wall as you want, and as long a bridge as you want. At the end of the day, human society runs on humans. And humanities provide you with a way to understand how humans work. A big problem with the way our policies are being made these days, I don't know about where you are, but right now in India, a big part of the problem right now with the policies that are being made is that the policies are being made by people who are not taking the human quotient into the equation. So everything becomes a number. Everything is about an app. Everything is about a database,
a statistic.
On a national level, if you build a database of citizens and you make a mistake of even 1%, you are leaving out millions of people. And that is a problem that someone without an access to the humanities way of looking at things will not be able to appreciate.
Right.
For the most part. Right. I think when someone studies humanities, even as a science student, what happens is that they gain an understanding and an appreciation for being in the other person's shoe, which is not something our sciences at their ideal are about understanding the human position in the universe. But the way we are teaching sciences, we are creating mechanics. We are creating mechanics and, people who can't even convey what they know.
We are creating efficient bodies, not creative bodies.
Yes, we're creating well-trained people, to quote Three Idiots. We're creating well-trained people, not well-educated people.
Right.
And I think that is what the sciences can take from the humanities.
Right. Let me try and strengthen your claim and tell me if this makes sense in terms of vis-a-vis the arts and the following discussion. I think the arts, social sciences, right, liberal arts that refer specifically to the complexities of human systems, be that economic complexities, right, understanding the market and understanding the invisible hand and understanding social policy from there, economic policy from there, be that psychology, be that sociology, community psychology, all of these subjects, what they sort of do is they illuminate the intricate complexities of human systems. And what that goes on to do is it broadens your horizon forever, teaches you that there is not one way to life only, there is many ways to life, and makes you appreciative of the human experience in a way that
Yes.
a pointed measure from a barometer measuring the depth of an ocean within the field of geography, within a field of oceanography, like it is, I think there is something to be said about the ambiguity of social sciences, teaching us about the breadth of possibilities that only and
Yeah.
only an education in arts provides. And being a doctor and being a goldfish like attention span to an engineering profession would never get you that. And that is why people
Yeah.
read books. Those are artistic books. Those are, you know. So I'm an engineer. I'm working my high-paying job, but I'm also reading Jiddu Krishnamurti on the side. Why?
Yeah.
Right. So you're absolutely correct to that extent.
I think the most important thing you mentioned there was the word ambiguity. That is what the humanities teach you to get comfortable with. And that is exactly the thing that 2 + 2 = 4 does not train you for.
Bang on. Bang on. Okay. So
It's literature. It's reading about a character's life and then crying or laughing, understanding full well that this is something someone made up. And that puts you in touch with your human ability to empathize.
right.